Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I want to say, are we ready? I don't know well, I've got a kind of idea of what's going down. So I'm on camera behind this stack of decks. What happened? I thought the sun was going to come out today. Last night it was, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow, come what may, tomorrow. You know the rest. What happened? Okay, I can tell you what's happened over the last couple of days. Well, just a little brief recap. I have no fingernails. I felt like I nearly broke the top of my fingers yesterday, so that they were like there was no bone in there. Get what I mean? Hurt. No fingernails. Bit off. Spat across my kitchen floor. Still there now. I need to go and sweep them up. Seriously, last night, all of them gone. Hurts. Stop biting your nails, please. Hurts. Seriously. How low can you go? Let's put some hand cream on. Yes, let's. What else? Dreams. What's with the sleeping? All the time. Like one day, I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning. I was back to sleep at 10 o'clock. A really important dream happened. Then I woke up at midday. And then I was back to sleep about 3:30 until about 6 o'clock. Then I woke up full of energy. Okay, so it's been so up and down. I've been sick a couple of times. Nerves. Haven't been able to sleep some nights. Did last night because the sun was coming out this morning, apparently. Well, Jamie and Megan did not sleep last night at all. They are now asleep. They said we haven't slept all night. So, thanks for the night off. I did get some sleep. I went to sleep on a very good vibe. Okay, so we woke up today and it's like, okay, what do you want to know? I'll tell you what my plans were, what the intention was that come through, is I was going to do a pick a pile and to bring it in with Beltane, okay, May Day, May festivals. I was going to do a pick a pile and it was going to be a message from your other half. Your yin or your yang, okay? Your masculine or feminine. And it was like, wish you were here. Because it's like, I miss you, you miss me, wish you were here. That's what I was going to do. And then we've just been prolonging it with noises. And the amount of times I had to go downstairs, okay, headphones was the last thing. And how long does it take to unravel some headphones? So, I'm going to do a Celtic cross. And then I'm going to decide about a pick a pile because I was going to do it for the masculines. So you could have a message from your feminine. And I was going to do it for the feminines so that they could have a message from their masculines. And if you'd like to donate, then suggested donation to the channel is 666. And if you don't, it doesn't matter. The messages are there for you. So that's what my plans were. But first, I think we need to have maybe a Celtic cross. Druid Craft Tarot. Okay. What we're doing with these other cards. Oh, my hands are all slippery now. That's not even hand cream. Focus. Oh, okay. What else can I tell you then? What's been going on? Oh, because Megan hasn't been sleeping for a while, she can't understand really why. Jamie's a little bit worried about her. And she said, Mum, when Jamie was sleeping the other night, she said, he was with me. He was stroking my cheek and he was stroking my hair. And she said, I could feel it. It was like a cold touch on her. Not cold as in she knew. First of all, she thought it was her dad. And then she recognised really the comforting energy of Jamie, who was asleep next to her. So how about that? I speak about, divine masculines, divine feminines who are already in physical union. There's this large proportion of energetic connection that takes place, so that you understand, there's really no such thing as separation. So that was interesting. Dragons. Pikachu on Pokemon Go apparently has a dragon hat. How about that? So dragons visiting Well, we got a banana. The banana's smiling. Hi, cheeky banana. Oh, we got a hairband here. Is this our elastic band? Should we put it on? We know what we do with this. Every time we think negative thoughts, I'll give yourselves a ping. All right? All right. We'll put it there. We're meant to be using our right side of the brain, so we'll put it there. Any negativity comes up, I'm going to ping it. Let's do it. So we're going to use the, look, we've got the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Oh, lots of sexual memories coming through. Reminiscence of the good old days. Oh yes, they've been coming through. So it hasn't been like a like for me crying. It's just been a bit of mixed. What's with the fingernail biting? Whoo! God, that's going to cut off my circulation. Okay, loosen up a bit. Okay. Nervousness. My belly's rumbling now. Come on, we've got a couple of hours. We can spend a couple of hours together. Wish you were here. Now, there's no coaster. Where would the coaster be? Okay. That's not a problem. Let's get the Druid Crafts Arrow. I think we'll do a Celtic cross. Let's take any like curly stray hairs off my table. And should we see what the deal is? I'd rather come on and clear the energy and talk this way. If it helps to clear like what's going on behind the scenes. Okay. It does feel very much as if during sleep space time. The cats as well, I feel like the cats can actually like talk and move their mouths to answer me. It's quite fascinating really. Okay, what are we doing? It's like my hands are shrunk. Got no fingernails. We're talking about the resurrection. Let's do it. Let's do it on camera. Let's talk about the resurrection. Because we've been talking about this a lot behind camera, haven't we? This is kind of like all it is that's going on. Okay, and then we get nervous. And then something else comes in that needs to be discussed. Or something else needs to be like perfect. I feel as if like the Divine Feminine, like you've put the Divine Feminine on a pedestal. Okay. So it's like you've put these massive expectations on yourself. Let's find out a bit more, see what the challenge is. 10 of Cups, getting it right, getting it perfect. Resurrecting. The Divine Masculine so wants to get it perfect. Okay. What's gone on? What's gone on to cause all this nail biting, all this sickness? Having the courage to do it, and then what happened? What happened this morning? It's like you were so sure last night. What happened this morning? The devil got to you. Did they now? That's fear. Okay. Try listening to Napoleon Hill's, if you haven't already. The interview with the devil. He's just fucking with you. Okay. Elastic band moment. Alright, oh, rubber band, hairband, shit. Don't do it. Sorry, do you want to see the card? This is such a deep love that if you were to lose it, you would feel crucified. Okay, so how are you feeling right now? Well, scared. You're just hanging around. It's like you're naked. You've dropped everything. You're gagged. You can't speak. I was sent a song yesterday called Wordless. for no reason. Just one of our ladies sends me songs out of the blue, and it just like pops up in my email. I think it was called Wordless. That's Speechless. You want to know the song? Okay, I'll put it in the description box. Not a problem. Because I won't be able to tell you who it is. I've never heard it. It has lyrics. So what we're going to do now then? We can see what you're in there now, but now what? Well, you're going to think a bit more. Okay, the Four of Swords is quite good here because you're not laying down anymore. There's normally that sword of resurrection. It's hidden under your bed, and you're laying on like a tomb, if you want to say that. And you have 3 swords above your head, so it's quite mental conflict. I feel that you've pulled 3 swords out of your heart, because normally that's where you'd find the 3 of Swords is in a heart. And then you've got that sword of resurrection here that's on your lap, and you're thinking. And you could have been up thinking since morning has broken. So you're still thinking. What do you need to know then? The pick a pile. That's cool. That'd be fun. We'll do that. That would be fun. Because you can use your intuition then on what pile to pick. So it's all good. It's all good. A little present that I'm sending from our holidays. That's what you do, isn't it? Wow. A postcard. A message. Wish you were here. King of Cups. Okay. So the Divine Masculine here is in love. And he's speechless. And the dog's even like, geez, man, pull yourself together. So you're in a daze. What we're going to do about this daze? How do you feel about yourself? Guys, I am trying to keep it where it's kind of like a collective, but I do just feel like I just want to have a conversation. Okay. So if I bring it back and kind of, but at the moment, let me just have a chat. It's nice because the messages are clear. As soon as I turn the record button. How do you turn the record button? Okay. As soon as I kind of press record and start, that's when I don't do this off camera. I can play with the cards, but it's kind of, okay, stop growling at me. You're trying to work out how you feel about yourself. Very unhappy. Okay, you're not happy where you are. You feel old and worn out. Got a lot of pressure on your back. And you're done in. Yeah. Not sleeping at night. Been picking up on it. Okay. So what do we do? We're still thinking about what to do. I feel that's your feminine in the background there in the shadow. Just because the black, I suppose just like my black top represents, you've got the yin, the yang, the divine feminine, the high priestess. That's kind of the energy. So what's going on? And the blue here does really denote the communication. We could actually try and get our words out. We could look at the colours as meaning something. So because that's what's kind of coming through. So I feel as if the masculine here is wearing the blue is wanting to communicate with this person here. She's got 2 of Pentacles. Is there just 2 Pentacles there? Yeah. Got the 2 of Pentacles. It's looked like them 2 Pentacles because they're kind of doubled up. You've got 2 stars, 2 Pentacles, very close to each other. His is on his arm. And it's on his left shoulder. And then we have that. It's by her bum. I feel as if that's the divine feminine there in the background. She's working on that coin. It's like she's investing in her stardom. Maybe in both of their stardoms. And then the little girl here, she's in the red here. She's in the red. So I did have something that come through, and then this person putting pressure on felt like they were being grounded. Okay. There could be pressure on the family here from this person who's got that satchel. And just being grounded. So both really good. But when I feel of grounded, I feel as if maybe in trouble. So there's a lot of pressure on the family. This little girl here has a violet hat on, which makes me feel that she's awakened, she's enlightened. So whether she just kind of takes it all with a pinch of salt. But she has these very loving hands here because they're green. Comes from the heart. Feels like the masculine's actually looking. I don't know, he's not really looking. A lot of pressure here. Make my heart beat fast. This girl here is very loving, who's pampering the dog. It's like maybe she's not even aware. Maybe she just doesn't even see what's kind of going on. Or maybe she just ignores it. I don't feel the masculine here can ignore it. Okay, so how is this affecting other people? Everyone's quite unhappy. It feels like you might not be able to sleep, divine masculine, because you're like howling at the moon. You could be spending a lot of your nights awake, thinking, crying, contemplating. You could be fighting. Something's going on. I feel like this person who's putting... Okay, you could be feeling a bit crabby because you're not getting enough sleep. So you could be irritable, which is kind of the norm, isn't it, with lack of sleep? It's like you could be a bit snappy, especially if you can't sleep, like during the day. Did you just see something go past? Keep seeing like white dots. Okay, could be fairies. Oh, can you see it? Can you see that falling down? I can't see it in the physical, but I see it in the camera. Okay. There's a crab here who's listening. This partner here could be putting pressure on, saying, well, why are you like awake all night? What's wrong with you? He may be quite emotional. Do have the King of Cups, so he might be finding it hard to pull himself together. That's what the dog said. Jeez, it's like, come on, pull yourself together. It's like, get it together. You know what that feeling's like, don't you? Well, maybe not. I know what that feeling's like when you just come over all emotional. You could be just off in your own little world and you well up. You might hear something, a song, just remembrance. You kind of have to just go and excuse yourself. I had that. I mentioned that. Was it last week? I mentioned, or the week before, about having to go in the bathroom to keep going to wipe my eyes because it was just so overwhelming. The love songs on the radio. Okay. How this is affecting others. Everyone's picking up on it. It feels like it's putting a strain on everyone. Okay. So, hopes, fears, which one? Temperance, both. I get that. Okay, scary. This is alchemy. Okay, you're going to have to find your balance between your masculine and feminine energies. Okay, or really going to your feminine is the kind of really maybe your only option now to find your balance. It might just be the thing that snaps you out of this, but hopes or fears? It's like not so much a fear because it's a knowing. That's why it's quite heavy. You know you have to do something now. Hence why the nails are bitten off and there's this, I'm doing it. And it feels like you've come, I don't actually know what's gone on because I've had lots of different stories come through and I've been chatting about like behind the scenes. Spiritually having conversations and there's some, interesting stories coming up. So however you've managed to, you know what you're doing. And you are certain, but there is still this, what's holding you back? What's the outcome? Don't just charge in, just do it. Okay? It's like you're waiting for something, so just do it. Nike style, styly. Yeah. You are about to receive all your wishes. They're just about to be fulfilled if you want them to, and it's just this, you know what you need to do. We use this deck because we wanted to see how you're feeling. Okay, 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles should look pretty awesome. I'm going to clarify. We're in no rush. We make sure we're recording. We are 20 minutes and 25 seconds. Okay. 10 of Cups, it's there, a new beginning, a fresh new start, just for you. What's that saying? Let me just have a look before I say it out loud and make a fool of myself. Been listening to nature a lot, asking them questions and seeing if they're answered. I was gonna say this originally. You're just desserts, okay? I was just about to say you're just about to receive your just desserts, and then it was like, is the word your just deserves? I thought, well, I'm going to check it out. I didn't want to say it. Actually, I didn't want to say dessert, and you laugh at me, but it is. You're just about to. Let's find out what it means. Actually, want the meaning. It's just given me an address, which is quite funny. Scotch Street. To get your just desserts definition and meaning. If you say that someone has got their just desserts, you mean that they deserve the unpleasant things they have happened to them because they did something bad. At the end of the book, the bad guys got their just desserts. So I think whatever happened, you got everything that you deserve. You're just about to get everything that you deserve, truly. But I feel this devil energy. It's definitely someone putting pressure on you. The karma. Yeah, seriously. If you just sit back and allow it all to unfold, just let it all be. You'll see how the divine really makes sure everyone gets exactly what they do deserve. And I think that the divine feminine and divine masculine have been through enough. They've paid their dues. Done. Okay, no more additional karma. How it kind of works at the moment is karma doesn't really come because you deal with it immediately. Okay, there's kind of an immediate manifestation for good and bad choices. And that's something that just kind of evolves on the ascension journey. So we're not really going to be accumulating any bad karma and making like mistakes. We've learnt the lessons. And it will go in the favour that it's meant to. We just have to kind of forgive ourselves for our own journey and our own lessons that we were given. But now that we've overcome, you should be able to talk about them once you've overcome them. Later on comes the humour, okay? You wouldn't be who you are or on your spiritual journey if it hadn't been for this. You'll see how this was needed. Okay. Now, what was all that about that I just rambled on about? I don't know. Right, let's put these cards back because I'm just going to clarify. I'm like, don't want to hear sad songs anymore. Just want to hear love songs. Hope these cards are up the right way. We'll find out. Let's look at your resurrection. Wow. Yeah, it's time. So the aces are an opportunity from the divine, okay? It's saying it's here. You can resurrect now. You ready to resurrect? It's like rebirth, resurrection. We're talking serious resurrection here. Okay. Look at the support you've got here. It looks like they're forming an 11. You and divine. You just need to find your other 11. 11, 11. An ace with a 1. And then you actually have 2 1s here. It's time. It's time to ground this now. The manifestation's here. So, Awesome. 10 of Cups, that's what you're looking for. The challenge, letting yourself be happy, letting yourself have a new start. You've been set free by some means. Now it's you that's just scared of actually allowing yourself to be happy, letting it all go. It's like give yourself a break, a clean break. It's all lined up as well. So, okay, that's what's scary. It's like, okay, you're ready. Look, you're all armoured up. You can see that sunshine through those towers now. You're good to go. Then what happened? What happened once you got up there? Oh my goodness, it's like the king's on the floor. Well, the king's ill. Something happens, always does, doesn't it? Got plans. You know, you got plans. And then something happens. Last minute. You're like, seriously. Seriously. Especially when like maybe you were excited, sure, certain, you knew nothing was going to stop you. Then something stopped you. Who was it? There's a kid begging on the floor here. There's that girl, I believe it is, that younger girl here. I don't know what she's doing. She's just turning her head as if she's ignoring it all. And then you have a king. Someone's laying on the floor here. Whoever it is. I don't know. You've got a preacher. I've never looked at the card like this before. Look, you're ready to go. And then what happened? All hell broke loose. Maybe they knew of your plans, and then when they actually realised that you were doing it, they've had time to think how that is going to impact them, and boom. You got the devil who's put their foot down. What's going on? The kid's begging. Another child's like turning its head. Who's this person in the yellow here saying, don't leave? Is this you on the floor again? It's like, it feels like a bit like, for fuck's sake, seriously, can't do this anymore. So manipulation, emotional manipulation, this is their fear. They can't see how this will be beneficial for all of them in the long run. They just really know what's happening now. Okay. So close, yet so far away. It's like, what a bummer. That's what it feels like, a complete and utter bummer. It's like typical. Should have known. Should have known. What happens now then? Because you got the devil. What happened? But seriously, the sun was out today. You were doing something. Too excited. You might have had the devil on your side. So you might have had like, you might have been able to have explained your situation, and maybe, I had this with my mum. I told her something that was, you know, I had to really trust her. And she acted like she was okay about it until I done that thing again that was a secret. And she went mad. And I just remember thinking, that's the last time I really confide in you. It was like, yeah. Anyway, so that's what I pick up from that. Someone acts like it's not an issue until it happens and it triggers them. Sometimes we can kind of be swayed on the spot to agree to something, be talked around, but then we have to go away and like with our own little heads, don't we, and our emotions, and then Oh, I feel so heavy chested. Okay, breathe. Interesting. Because now they've kind of got ammunition on you. Ammunition. I felt here as if you've been silenced. Not sure. I feel like it might be best to stay quiet, because I don't know what this devil said. They're just, yeah, it's just a manipulative act. It's like, don't fear that. Carry on. You want to charge in at the end here. So it's definitely about whatever these threats are, and especially if you've got like children as well in the picture, which they most definitely are. It's just like that little boy, he's like missing from this picture here. Doggy barking here. It's like the little boy doesn't really belong in the picture. Like, he doesn't feel like, the little boy feels like he's part of the family, but then it's kind of like all of a sudden he's begging. It's like the little girl's used to it. Okay, manipulation. I'm not sure what's gone on. Unless this person who's putting pressure is using this little boy against the masculine here. He's not anywhere to be seen. This could be the little girl is actually on the masculine side. If the masculine had plans, when I was planning to separate from my husband, I actually spoke to my children first before I spoke to my husband, and told them my plans. It was important to me. I did my eldest. The young one knew. When me and her dad sat her down to tell her, she knew. She said, "You two are splitting up, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah, how did you know?" So she knew. How old was she? Oh, I don't know. 8, I think. Yeah, where the eldest was, she would have been 11, 12, first time around. It was in 2012. I believe. I can't remember now. I think it was 2012. Yes. And then I split up again. I got back with my husband, and then I split up again with him in 2014. And I told them both beforehand, and they were both actually relieved. So, first time it was hard. The youngest, she didn't want it. Okay, loyalty. Awesome afterwards, when we had the year apart, they actually realised they liked it that way. And it was me that actually, gave the marriage another chance, because my husband asked me to. And then things just went back to how they were. And so then the final time was most definitely because of my children. So, don't know why I'm telling you that, but that's how it went with me. Second time, spoke to them both and said, we're actually going to move away this time. And they were absolutely fine to have a clean, fresh slate, like away from their dad, an hour, 2 hours away in a car. It only ended up being an hour. No fear. They knew they would still see their dad, but they wanted to be with me. Tough. But what's the right thing to do? What's the best thing? And I know that how my children were raised, and that environment was very important when it comes to later on trying to minimise their childhood wounding. So, tough reading. It's okay, it's all good. Should we have a look at the Hangman? Feels like you're stuck, but then we've got the surrender card. Yeah, sometimes you do have to be sneaky, and sometimes, I don't know. This is just sneaky behaviour. But I do feel it's you actually kind of contemplating, I don't care anymore. Like, you know that this will work out for everyone, for the best in the long run. And it's like, I know this hurts. But it hurts not having what your heart desires as well. Okay. So here you are. You're thinking. Not sleeping. Thinking. You've been thinking since the morning. What are you going to do? You've got so many people pulling on your heartstrings. You have to make sure you're happy. You get that 10 of Cups when, you know, a happy family is like when they've got a happy mum and dad. Okay? You've got to be happy. Happy mum, happy children. Happy dad, happy children. So let's have a look at this 4 swords. 3 swords are out of the heart. It's like, my heart can't take this anymore. It's like you might feel as if actually you're going to have a heart attack. Breathe. You're not going to have a heart attack. Intuition. So I feel now as if you're definitely looking, you've gone within to look for answers. Divine guidance here. Especially your divine feminine's guidance. It's like, what would she advise you to do? It's not funny. It's like, okay, without me kind of, because this is serious, but humour's coming. It's like, well, you are naked here. And there has been all these sexual thoughts going around. It's just, she's kind of like, you know what will make, which will calm you down. A good, and then I just saw the BJ. So, little giggle. That'll make you feel better. There's a lack of passion here. And I feel as if maybe the masculine here has actually told another partner that there is a lack of passion and it's not working. He may have said that he actually has, you know, passion for somebody else and has confided and told the truth, which maybe have been a weight off of his shoulders until it had sunk in. And now life is really, really, really unhappy. It's like that could have been the worst thing that you've done, but not. It was the best thing, because then you don't have to carry any secrets anymore. It's out. It's done. And if somebody really wants to keep you trapped, knowing that you're in love with somebody else, then you really need to send that person love. That's not going to work, is it? That's not going to be a very good, stable... not something that you would advise your children to do. Yeah, time to make a decision now. So what are you going to choose? The Enlightened Cup, I think. I don't know. There's kind of dragons and snakes. Temptation of things to get better. I don't know. It all feels a bit shadowy, especially with the mask here. It's like the masks are off. You've opened up and then, I don't know, all of a sudden you've been silenced. Something's come in. It's been a bit of a shocker. Howling. So this could have been last night. It's really, it feels like very much about an understanding here. Howling to the moon. The sun. I feel as if the masculine's here saying, I was so happy, and you just stole that happiness. It's like he had his wishes fulfilled in his hands. He knew the sun will come out tomorrow, and then what happened? We had overnight first to wait for that sun to rise. And it feels like someone did not give up. Like the fights, the howling, the crying maybe. Whoever's crying. Feels like everyone's having a go here. Okay. Let's bring some order, some balance, hopes or fears. Like I said, there wasn't any fear. There's just a lot of guilt now and feeling ashamed. But the Hierophants. Oh, I said the Hierophants here. You have an archangel here who's balancing things out. This was how it was meant to be. And what will be, will be. Divine Masculine with the Hierophant. Wow, balancing it out. So, I mean, that's pretty much spot on. I said the Hierophant's here helping to balance it out, and you've got the Hierophant working with the Divine Masculine, who feels totally like he's got to be stable now. He said too much. Maybe he feels like a bit of a dummy, a fool. Or maybe he's had a dummy stuck in his mouth, okay? Like to silence him. Something to try and soothe him, but no. So he is kind of, it's like charge after your dreams. Any threats, it's like leave them to the side. You need to go and, or you need to be your own hero right now and save yourself. And by doing that, you will save everyone else in return, including children, past partners. Save yourself. Be your own hero. Which at some point we all have to be. No one can do it for you. Okay, so let's have a look. Time to plan, and you've been resting and praying. We've got that for of the outcome here. I feel like you've gone back to like the drawing board or back to bed. Maybe because you're tired. Mental conflict again regarding what's the next step we're planning. You've got the world in your hands and you've got your wand. The Two of Wands is about wanting to offer that other, you're quite stable. You just need to go and charge after it. Okay. So I feel like you've just been polishing up your act this morning. You could have been rehearsing. It's like, to be or not to be. That is the question. Wow. You've got to ask it first. But be ready for the answer. To be or not to be. That is the connection. Because I saw the flowers, which took me to romance. Too funny. You're praying. It's like, are you the golden child? Are you the chosen one? Oh. Okay. What's the bottom of the deck? This is all your dreams coming true here, look. Whoop! Wishes are fulfilled. Let's have a toast. You feel so smug inside. Just someone's trying to dampen your spirits. Like, seriously, like, rip your spirit out, wipe their shitty feet on it, and stamp all over it and make you feel worthless. It's just bullshit. Look, there you go. You're looking for, yeah, you really need to be your own hero, don't you? That one would just carry on walking. Look, you just slip inside that chapel. Okay. Very interesting. Would you like me to do the pick a pole separately? A separate video? I can do. But first, we're going to carry on with this, aren't we? We are. Would you like to see what the fairies say about it all? I leave like the love stuff to the pick a card. Pick a pile. Pick a card. It's like pick an envelope. The two envelopes that we bring forth with us. One contains all the abundance that we'll receive if we choose that envelope. What we will receive, and the other one shows us all, I suppose, the consequences of not choosing the other envelope. Interesting. Napoleon Hill. Google it. Should we just... Okay. I was thinking about the Napoleon Hill quotes last night, and that is, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But you have to actually be able to conceive it first. So you can imagine your desires, but actually for you to conceive that's you actually can live like that if you want to. Like, it's actually possible. Like, and you believe it, then it happens. And it's like, oh, this was like becoming so real. Now that you can conceive it. So whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Ace of Summer. Unconditional love. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. They've been ramped up, haven't they, over the last few days? No denying that. Ace of Summer. Maybe bite my nails. Frustration. Seriously. Hurt when I put pressure on them. This card indicates that a very rewarding and joyful relationship is about to begin. It may be with a new person who enters your life, or it can represent a new phase of emotional intimacy with a current partner. In order to attain fulfillment in your emotional life, you must first open your heart to love, and this includes believing in yourself and your worthiness to be loved. When faced with an outpouring of affection, allow love to flow freely from your own heart, knowing that you deserve it in return. This card can also indicate the awakening of new psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. Watch for signs from the fairies and allow your intuition to guide you through your current situation. Look for signs for the fairies. Whether you saw them on camera or not, I pointed them out twice. Okay. Our fairy friend stands at the base of the Chalice Well in Glastonbury, where the Holy Grail is said to have been buried by Joseph of Arimathea, a disciple of Jesus. Additional meanings of this card: a message of love, flirtation, empathy for those around you, very close platonic relationships, finding a new home. Wow. Messages of love. We'll get on with them. Shush. Don't be so impatient. I'm going to look at your Oracle of Shadows and Light. And we do pick a pile shortly. I might have to go and get some more coffee. But I'm glad that we had this conversation. Very much. Just let it be now. Yeah? Okay. Right. Sit on those hands every time that you have the urge to bite them. Tie them behind your back. Flick yourself every time. Ow! You feel negative, okay? You want to say something nasty, especially about yourself. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it when it comes to your appearance, how whether you're good enough, whether you're going to be accepted, whether you're even lovable, whether you're just scum. Flick, flick, flick. Don't do that. That's what you'll attract. Don't do it. People that think you're scum and you're not. You're divine. You're a golden child. Polish up your act. Seriously, man. Snow Angel. The signs are with you already. Yeah. I felt like you wanted one last sign. It's cool. It's good. The Nows, yes. Picked up on it. The Dreams, yes. Okay. I know you so want me to say. I know what's on the bottom of it. The daily guidance from your angels. The wedding, yes. It's all been seen. The signs are like undeniable. Okay. So now you know. It's good to know. About the Snow Angel. This angel is one of the many beings assigned to humanity to carve out signs in the most stark and lifeless of places. She leaves signs for those who cannot see and shapes them again and again until one day those who deny she is watching over them finally wake up. It is at that moment she can move on to another charge. Please. It's like, oh, It's like the Spanish Inquisition. Okay. It's like I'm being questioned all the time. It's all good. Let's just do it. Like I said, it's good. It's okay. It is all good stuff. That's the thing. It is all good stuff. It's just fear that's getting in the way. Okay. It is at that moment she can move on to another charge, okay, when you wake up. By acknowledging her protection, you set her free and release her many blessings so others too may benefit. Look around you now for signs of her presence. Even in the snows of winter and the harsh desert sands, she has made her presence felt. It is your blindness, your unwillingness to see, that holds you back, not life itself. Open your eyes to the presence of Snow Angel, of all angels. Feel their blessings and begin to live life anew. Okay, the Snow Angel speaks. There. If you miss that sign, I really don't know what will convince you. Maybe I should just stand here a while and wait till you notice me. Point to the sign, flap my wings, and then you'll believe that it is really a sign. I leave signs for all to see, clear indicators of my presence, and even make my shape in this cold snow. But again and again you ask, where are my angels? And here I am. I will continue to leave my mark in the snow with a feather falling from the sky, in the gentle voice that speaks to you at night, and even in the gentle prod I may give you from behind. Slap bum. But stop asking for signs. You have received so very many, and none of them will be seen or acknowledged until you are willing to believe that we are always with you. Okay. Divination message. You have already received very definite, clear signs, ones that you have asked for over and over again. The Snow Angel will reply again, but it is the message you are refusing to hear, not her presence, that is denied you. It is your own fear and attachment to hesitating that keeps you on pause. It is time to see what has already been shown to you and to take action immediately. Okay, you want to watch Pick a Pile first? Yeah, okay. Whatever. Okay, it is time to see what has already been shown to you and take action immediately without hesitation. You want me to premiere this? We'll premiere it. That's cool. Okay. What's that in case you want to type something? That's just too funny, isn't it? It's going to be funny watching the premiere back now because this will be recorded, a good hour and a half before. Should we just get on? It's another sign. Always does sink in, doesn't it? Okay. The Snow Angel has shown you so very clearly that you are protected and cared for. Now it is time for you to do exactly that for yourself. And yes, you can open your senses up to angelic guidance. Wow. You've been told. Listen, I'm a vessel. I do what I'm told. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. We're going to leave you with an Angels of Light card then. We've got this one stuck in here. How many? Is there just the one? It says patience. We'll put it back in. I feel like you've got to have patience with yourself. It's definitely something about it needing to be like perfect. You're going to be waiting forever if you're waiting for perfection. That doesn't exist. So, but you know that. Okay. Aspiration. It is time to set your sights higher. How high? Seriously. I get really excited now. I mean, seriously, how much can you really imagine, dream? It is time to set your sights higher. If you are settling for the mediocre, aim for the superb. Stretch yourself to fulfill all your potential and hold mighty visions. Find the wisdom within you, which enables you to aspire to the great and glorious. Then expand your comfort zone so that you can explore your dreams. Wow. Where is he? Exploring his dreams. Oh, you lucky, lucky chap. That's what people are going to say to you. You are just like one lucky guy. Are you ready to receive divine's unconditional love? It's pouring all over you. You're going to be saturated in it. Golden child. It's just those 3 swords blocking you here. So past heartache. Okay, let's carry on. The angels guide you never to settle for less than your incredible human spirit can achieve or deserves. Ask for help from the angels and they will guide and inspire you to raise your consciousness and live at a higher level. Let your spirit soar and aim for the divine. Affirmation, I aspire to the great and glorious. Why not have the best? You deserve it. Okay, like so deserve it. And you won't be able to come up with one good reason anymore why you don't deserve it. It's just going to sound pathetic. Acceptance. It's just like, you're just being silly now. Acceptance means unconditional love. The angels remind you to accept everyone exactly as they are. Exactly as they are. Without judging, blaming, or wanting to change them. That's love. When you are totally accepting, you bear no malice or enmity towards anyone or anything. Harmlessness through acceptance is a high state of being, and this is a difficult quality for humans to embrace, for it is a divine quality. Nevertheless, the angels are drawing it to your attention now. You are also asked to accept yourself. When you truly do so, you feel centered and confident and your divine self is revealed. Affirmation, I accept myself and others. Comes in perfect, doesn't it? Click that band. Ow. Piece of advice I was given by a very divine masculine. For the right person, it won't matter. And that's what all I repeat to myself when I feel that I'm not good enough. Okay? Okay. Right, much love. I'll crack on with these pick a pile. Okay, guys, I'll catch up with you later. 57 minutes. Okay. Take care. Bye for now.